Okay, hi guys. My name is Nur Fatin Sofea binti khairuddin. My metric number is 259280. Okay, today is my turn in presenting the persuasive speech. My topic is about why we should live spontaneously. Okay, so what is a spontaneously, and what does it mean to live life spontaneously? Okay, what I can explain to you guys, spontaneously means letting go of the routine and constant plan. It means letting go of your fear or rejection, fear of change, fear of failure, and fear of criticism. It literally means letting go out of all the fear that currently holding your back from living your life fully. Another word I can say is to live spontaneously mean consistently by sacrifice your convenience and comfort for your uncertainty in and acceptance. It means in making an effort to make a life with a fun, interesting, exciting, and that of course you require committing ourselves to overcoming the pitfalls of laziness or what I can say stagnation and boredom. Okay, to live spontaneously requires a deep seated and belief that anything and everything is possible if you apply yourself fully. Just maybe that entirely not you is not how you live your life. Is instead rather boring and daily nothing exciting happens. Yes, many people go through the same pattern each and every day. They make up in the morning, maybe do some exercise, driving the kids to the school, go to work, eat the same lunch, pick up kids after work, prepare dinner and so on. But they also kind of feel unfulfilled their life, and maybe even their relationship is just kind of stuck in one place, not moving forward. However, most people don't experience that emotional variety. Yes, their life is kind of okay, but at the same time kind of boring. So what I can say is they go about their day without fully or consistently living it. It kind of like self-assigned prison cell where we have a freedom, and yet we confine ourselves to living behind the bar because we're just too afraid to venture out. So what the answer for this problem? What are the solution of this problem? So I can suggest what can we do that could add a spark to excitement to ourselves. What is the one miracle thing that would make all a difference? Something that could help us overcome all the fear that are holding us back. And what's the one words that describe all this? Are you guys can give me? Okay, and of course we are looking for is spontaneity. So I will proceed the body, and I would like would like to share to all of you. You guys can take this point to practice in your daily life. This point is a very general topic. The point is very general, and also there are kind of too many way to live in spontaneity. But in this presentation, I will just share 3 points and some elevation, so you guys can take the point and apply and adapt in the first. I can share to all you guys the true value of living life spontaneously. Okay, what can I say when you choose to live in spontaneously is naturally open a door, a new perspective, experience and grow some opportunities to you. You also are doing new things, meeting new people and exploring the wonder of a life and a world around you, and that essentially where all of opportunity lie. However, spontaneity is more than just for you on personal benefit. It also benefit other as a breathless life into your relationship and friendship. Spontaneously is a way in your life that bring incredible joy, wonder and excitement in our day. And we also can say it will fulfill us on a level we may never have experienced before. It kind of takes us back to our childhood year where our imagination rules our life and every experience was an experience of a lifetime. But the benefit don't stop there. Another thing that I can share when you live spontaneous is naturally stimulate your creativity. Is also help you overcome your shyness and fear. Give you some motivation. You need to handle how you handle the problems more effect and it will change doesn't bother you, and you are naturally go with the flow of the life and embrace the uncertainty that change bring to the table. Yes, of course, it's not easy facing uncertainty. Not a great people thrive during uncertain times, but for those who do that, life absolutely spectacular and incredibly fulfilling. Also, what can I say is developing the habit of the living life more spontaneously will progressively help you feel more comfortable when facing uncertainty and unexpected change. So that is my first point. So another point that I can give you guys, if you want to choose, not to choose, but if you want to try to live in a spontaneously, what I can say is you must change your routines. Slowly change your routines. I'm going to say that you are naturally a very spontaneous person. Your life might even feel somewhat dreary and uneventful. There's of course nothing wrong with that, but I have a feeling you are searching for something more, for something that will add a little adventure and excitement in your existence. The key to living this life comes down to your willingness and ability to change your current habit, routines and pattern and behavior. So to get this process started, be sure to commit yourself to move through the following steps. That after that, I will provide you some further guidelines on how you live more spontaneously each. So what I can say is the first step that I would like to share is you need to analyze your behavior. The first step require you analyze, ask yourself first, what kind of thing do I tend to do each and every day? You need to ask yourself, need to analyze, okay, what you really want to do in your daily day, in your daily life. So do I tend to do the same things every day? Ask yourself, what things exactly do I tend to repeatedly to do each day? So if you do this, it will take into account your social media interaction and place to visit the food you eat, the action you take and decision you make, the habit and routine you repeatedly indulge in. Also, continue ask yourself what my day like as a result. Your primary objective here is to identify a key pattern that you can use to predict what you're essentially to do each and every day. And if you get stuck, then ask people who know you well about yourself and how they tend to see you and the pattern that they inevitably recognize in your behavior. Doing so will in this part, it also will help you to truly assess your current reality and how that's manifesting in your life. So I will continue another step I can share with you guys. Secondly is about how you guys figure out what do you want. But before moving on, consider for a moment your goals and objectives and how you would like to live your life. Still, you need to ask yourself. For example, like, how does spontaneity fit into this picture? What kind of life would I to live? So, the answer you provide to this question will help you to figure out the change that you might like to make your routine moving forward. And then identify your routine. What is my typical daily routine like? What kind of ritual do I tend to indulge in? The routine and ritual you identify here, we build the foundation of your day, and of course, consistently applying yourself to move more through this routine each day life as it is this very moment. Then you can blame your routines and ritual for your dissatisfaction. Okay, I can share another point about this. It's about scrutinize your routine. Okay, now that you're familiar with your daily routine, in this time to put them under a microscope, your objective is to identify routine that you either need to change your dispose of entirely. So to do this, ask yourself several key questions lah. For example, like why do I tend to do this in this particular way rather than a different way? Or you can ask yourself, which routine keep me focused and productive? Having this question, you should have a very good idea of the types of change you might like to take. Be sure, however, that these changes are aligned with the goal you identified a little earlier. Okay, and also what I can share is to progressively introduce a new routine after you analyze, you figure out, you identify your routine, synchronize, and then you can progressively or introduce a new routine. This final step of this process requires take the time to build some new habit in our life, because I know when we already do a same routine every day, so we choose to change some routines, it might to take time to adapt. And a routine that add more variety and help spice up your life And also in this part, we should ask ourselves too. All of this point I give you guys, you should ask yourself, because everything is depend on yourself. For example, like what new routine and ritual could add more excitement, adventure, and joy to my life? Or how do this routine feel? Does having this new routine in my life make me feel better, more anxious or excited? So you need to ask yourself, and yourself will answer the question that you ask for yourself. So your objective here is, of course, to create a routines that make you feel more alive and fulfill your deeper level. Okay, routine that add variety to your day, that add some excitement, adventure, and joy as assistance. Those are the type of routine and ritual that you must work on introducing into your day. So my final point, eliminate time waster. This is very, very, very important to you guys take a note, and also to highlight the point when you want to change something in your life. This step to living life more spontaneously is to eliminate time wasting activities such as mindless gossip, internet surfing, television watching, playing a video game. So you need to ask yourself, what mindless activity do I tend to indulge each day? Or what activity do I partake in that I do out of habit that bring no long-term value for the fulfillment? Still, you need to ask yourself, the activity that you must acknowledge here are the activity that feel good in the moment. They are comfort-seeking activity that bring you a short-term pleasure but provide no value in a long term. This time draining activity provide a short-term satisfaction but lack that a long-term fulfillment. You need to be truly happy, but moreover they deny you the opportunity to live life fully, optimistically, and without regret. Might be wondering how living life more spontaneously can help us to overcome our fear. So our fear have the greatest hold over us whenever we resist them. Whenever you freeze and choose not to confront your fears and head on, that is when you give your fears the power and control they need to influence your decision and behavior. The formula is rather simple. The more resist your fear, the more hold they have over you. However, if you instead choose to face your fear head on with courage, then yes, that certainly won't instantly feel comfortable. It may even make you feel sick to your stomach. However, if you choose to dig deep and keep facing your fears and time and again, and over time, those fears will eventually subside. They subside because a fear has everything to do with perspective. When we fear something, we are afraid because of what we imagine, what will happen. For another side, I can say is overthinking. We are afraid because of the story we tell ourselves about this fear, but all the bad stuff that we imagine rarely happen. And even if it does, the best way to inoculate yourself against this fear and to confront in the head on. And then start by confronting your fear in a one small step at a time. Then progressively increase your exposure as you gain experience and confidence. Over the time, this fear will subside and you will wonder why you were ever afraid in this place. Spontaneous, or we can say spontan, is of course the key here. When we choose to be more spontaneous, we don't allow our imaginations to influence our decision. We instead just take a plug and deal with whatever comes in our way, in our spirit and of the movement, which is often no way and near as scary as we would have allowed ourselves to imagine. So that's all for me. Thank you for listening, guys. I hope you guys can take some of my points to adapt in your daily routine, to change some your habit. I'm also try to improve my spontaneous day by day, because of sometimes I can do some spontaneous life, but sometimes I could be stuck when people ask me, hey, do you can give me some opinion and blah blah blah, and I would like hold on. So that was my problem. But in this presentation, I will take some points also to adapt in my daily life. Okay guys, thank you for watching my presentation. Anything you can ask. Thank you. Bye bye.